Her husband shows up at our back door at dinner time and claims that our parking spot is on their side. Thus began a nightly ritual for the next 2 weeks where he would walk up and down his perceived property line with his Boy Scout compass, hem, and haw, and take notes on a little paddle. Some nights he would come over and say things like, her grandpa built your garage right on our property line. My wife looked it up on the town website. I looked it up the next day. They have an open source version of ArcGIS that has a disclaimer on it when you load it up which says, don't use this to find your property line because it's not precise enough. It said the nearest corner of our garage is 15 to 20 feet away from the property line. I told him this and he said, oh, but you shouldn't use the town website. Then came the comments about real estate lawyers. I then informed him that we had a surveyor coming, to which his reply was, oh, don't do that. We had already intended to do this before the Curry commenced. The surveyor marked the lines. We found out they were trying to take tens of feet of our land and that our line actually went deep into their back bushes. The edge of the parking space was more than 15 feet away from their line, which would mean the garage was like 30 feet away. The hemming and hawing continued for another week. I have security cam footage of her coming on our side and literally kicking the dirt. I also saw them in our woods one morning at like 7 a.m. with the compass and she was throwing a fit. It eventually stopped. I ignore them at all costs now. She